A deadly ambush. We are learning new information about the 3 police officers killed by a suspected stalker, including one officer who used to work here in Philadelphia. Yesterday afternoon, as police were conducting a search in North Codorus Township, York County. They were investigating a report of a man stalking an ex-girlfriend. Prosecutors say the gunman ambushed police at the home of his ex. He shot 5 officers. 3 of them were killed. The gunman was shot and killed during the gun battle. One of the fallen officers, Northern York County Regional Police Detective Mark Baker, was a former Philadelphia police officer. CBS News Philadelphia Chief Investigative Reporter Joe Holden continues our coverage from York, PA.
Good evening from York County, where hearts are heavy. The men and women of the Northern York Regional Police Department are getting a helping hand tonight from area law enforcement in answering their calls while they mourn the loss of life, the deaths of 3 police detectives. Tonight, they are also holding out hope for the other 2 law enforcement officers who are hospitalized, fighting from gunshot wounds. Tonight, we are seeing for the first time detectives Mark Baker, who 20 years ago was on the Philadelphia police force, and Cody Becker and Detective Isaiah Emenheiser. They are mourned tonight as heroes. Prosecutors say the 3 were following up on allegations a man named Matthew Ruth was stalking and trespassing on the property of an ex-girlfriend in North Codorus Township. Police began looking for Ruth on Tuesday night and picked up their search yesterday afternoon with a warrant for his arrest. They had evidence he was armed with an AR-15 type weapon, had binoculars and a scope, and was wearing camouflage. The ex-girlfriend and her mother left their North Codorus Township home for their safety, while police, 4 detectives from Northern York Regional and a York County Sheriff's deputy came back to that home looking for Ruth. Detectives Baker, Becker, and Emenheiser, noticing the front door was unlocked, entered the home and immediately were met with a barrage of gunfire. Investigators said the 3 detectives died at the scene. The 2 other officers opened fire on Ruth. He also died at the scene. Prosecutors say had police not been there, Ruth would have killed his ex and her mother. While concluding the news conference, the DA took note of what he saw as news was spreading throughout the community while leaving the coroner's office.
And we're going down the roadways, and all you saw all along those roadways were members of our community. And they were standing there in the rain for hours to watch our law enforcement, standing there, the old, the young, families, children, waving American flags, showing their love and appreciation for law enforcement. And all I could think is, there's the light.
Prosecutors say Matthew Ruth also killed the family's dog. Right now, they are working out a timeline. When did he arrive in that North Codorus home? Police do say, again, if he had been there and the police were not, they fear his ex-girlfriend and her mother would have been killed in all of this. In fact, they say there was no telling to what limitations Matthew Ruth would have gone to.